Welcome to the lab on DHCP server. This lab is about this network where we have four subnets. We have to create four subnets. This part here forms one subnet. Then this part forms one subnet. The link between these two routers forms one subnet, and the link between these two routers forms another subnet. So in all, we have four subnets. Now we have 10 hosts here and 11 hosts over here, and we have to assign these PCs dynamic IP addresses. Sorry, we have to assign them IP addresses dynamically with the help of this DHCP server right here. Now this will involve quite some subnetting. So I have prepared a document where I will explain you how is this subnetting done. This is the IP address we have been given. Now a /24 mask means that the first 24 bits are part of the network portion and the last 8 bits are part of the host portion. So this is what it looks like in binary. Now there's a formula which we can use to calculate the number of subnets. So since we need 4, it's like 2 raised to n equals to 4. We need 4 subnets. So how many bits would we need to steal from the network side into, sorry, how many bits we would need to steal from the host side into a network to create 4 subnets. So we check it by iteration and we uh, find that n equals to 2 satisfies a condition and we get 4 subnets. So this is how we'll steal two bits from our host portion and take it into our network portion. Now these 2 bits will have 4 combinations 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, and these 4 combinations will correspond to 4 different subnets. So we have 1.0, 1.64, 1.128 and 1.192. This is what we'll use to assign IP addresses to all the devices in our network. Now starting with the first one, 192.168.1.0. This is assigned to this portion. Now the first IP address will be 192.168.1.1, and the last IP address, which is the last IP address in this range, in this range of addresses will be 0.63, but that is a broadcast IP address. So the last IP address that we can assign to a device is actually .62, and the second last is .61. Now we are going to assign the last IP address to our router. So .62 will go to the router, .61 will go to the switch, and .60 will go to our DHCP server over here. And the remaining IP addresses that are left will be used to assign IP addresses to these PCs. So we can go to the DHCP server and check the configuration. We'll go to IP configuration. Here we have assigned it a static IP address, a subnet mask, and a default gateway, which is the router's IP address. Then we go to services, DHCP, and here we have to again specify the default gateway and the starting IP address, which would be .1. Uh, wait a minute. Yeah. So this would be starting from actually 1, not 0. And the maximum number of users will be 10 because we have only 10 hosts. Then and we'll save this, right? So we can go to any PC over here and go to config, desktop, IP configuration, and since we do not have a static IP address, we'll click on DHCP and it will request an IP address from the server and it assigns it an IP address of 1.3. So it's working perfectly. Now this part of the configuration is done. We do something similar for this part as well. So we can see 1.192 is I've done the subnetting for 192 as well. So here, this is the first IP address. This is the third last IP address, which is given to the DHCP server. Then comes the switch, then comes the router, and then comes the broadcast address. Next, we'll assign IP addresses to these two ports of these two routers and these two routers as well. Now, for that, simply we give .65 to this port and one less than the broadcast address to this port. So I'll show you. This is the first IP address and this is the last IP address. So 126 dot 126 is given to this one and dot 65 is given to this one. Then for the next one we have 190 given to this and 129 given to this. So now we can just check whether we can ping from this router to this router. So we can ping 192.168.1.126. Yes, that is working. Let's check if we can ping from this server to 192.168.1.65. Yes, we can. Can we ping from this PC to can we ping from this PC to the router? So 198.168.1.62. Well, actually, this won't work. We actually have to ping from here to 192.168.1 dot the last IP. The last IP will be 60. This is yes, it's actually 60. Yes, that works. So that completes our tutorial. Thank you.